think we used the same sound design in in Street Fighter Alpha 3, which is honestly a game I'm not a big fan of, but the music is glorious. I'm trying to eliminate that.
Star Gladiator, episode 2.
Okay, so game number 2 I'm going to be showing today is also a sequel to a Capcom 3D franchise. Difference with Project Justice, though, this game was not released on Sega's Naomi hardware. This was actually released on a upgraded PlayStation-style hardware called the ZN2, which is basically just an upgrade of what the first Plasma Sword, which is called Star Gladiator, and Rival Schools, which is the prequel to Project Justice. Those run on ZN1 and were released later on the PlayStation. This one, despite being on a slightly upgraded PlayStation, was actually released on the Dreamcast. I think it's just because of the timing. Like, this game was released right in that window where, like, anything Capcom was just going to Dreamcast first, and it was just always better. For those who don't know, I don't know how much truth there is to this, but Star Gladiator as a franchise actually stemmed from, I believe it was a failed acquisition for Capcom to get the Star Wars license. So for those familiar with the game, the PlayStation game Masters of Terras Kasi, I believe it was originally supposed to work out into this game. And for most of the characters, you can definitely see some amalgamations. You see Bill Stein here, the boss of the game, is just a Vader amalgamation. Like, he reeks of Vader here. So the stories you get in Star Gladiator from the characters, very similar to Star Wars. I think that's a cool bit of tidbit trivia, but I also don't know if there's any truth to it, but it definitely makes sense. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start this one. This game's also really cool. Very fleshed out 3D fighter. I actually think it has a lot more promise than the first one ever did. Alright, so for our cast of characters, you can see we got quite a bit going on here. Lots of cool, colorful stuff going on. So recently, I learned to 1cc with a much cheaper character that I'm not going to play today. Vector and Omega are basically the same character, and their one credit clear is incredibly simple. And it's also kind of boring, so unless I get forced into having to choose that, I'm not going to go with them. I'm going to use the first character I've 1cc'd with him, Byakko, at 3, 2, 1, go. Byakko has the lowest health of any character in the game, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. He's just a glass cannon, basically. That was a grab. That's unfortunate. I always forget that's an unblockable. So basically, our goal with any opponent in this game is to stay on them and do our triple ground kick combo, like so. And that's all a hit confirm. Like, if you do any part of that and any of it hits, the rest of it's guaranteed. And that's good for us because we can also cancel the first or second hit into supers. So I'm going to do something like that, which I missed, unfortunately. But the idea is I get the first 2 hits and then confirm it into super, like so. Very pretty looking super, too. Carves out a pentagram and fire. Yeah, definitely. It's a plasma sword, not a lightsaber. Nope. That was telegraphed. Come here, come here. Eagle's kind of an annoying opponent. I don't necessarily like fighting this guy. He's very airborne for a lot of his stuff, and some of it, as you can see, is unblockable command grabs, and they do a lot of damage. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to combo it first. For those that have played the Soul Calibur series, also a Dreamcast favorite, this game has very similar controls in terms of the kinds of buttons that are applied. There's also an A button and a B button and a kick button, but instead of a guard button, you have what's called movement, which lets you sidestep. Or in the case of Byakko, you can actually use it to air dash as well if you use it in the air. Over here, personally, I think Saturn's a really cool character. I don't know what character he's supposed to be emulating. Some alien, but regardless, I don't want to get hit by that. That thing hurts. You gotta respect a guy that uses yo-yos to fight, though. Yeah, but big things with Byakko, and the reasons I want to play him, he's really fun, and even though his health sucks, his damage output is ridiculous. On basically any touch, he's just gonna cause you pain. Nice little hop there. Trying to get the orb. That's not good. Spanking alert. So you try to have fun, but then they just decide to start acting a fool on you. It'd be like that sometimes. I'm not dealing with that. Finish him off. Yo-yo Voldo. Voldo, I think, is a bit more masochistic than Saturn. Okay, so through the entire tower, Rain is one of the characters I'm going to have the most trouble with. Primary reason being, since I tend to use a lot of lows, the big thing with her, this is going to get annoying, as I try to explain myself. Her hitbox at her feet is a lot smaller than you want it to be. Like, it's very inbound. As you can see there, I got the first hit of the low kick, but I didn't get the second hit. So, kind of have to just rely on supers to whiff punish with. Didn't hit. Yeah, see? That's exactly why this is a hard matchup. Like, I can't hit confirm anything. I kind of just have to wait for her to make a mistake and then just super punish her. Parry into the activation. Okay. I thought that would have wear out. Ugh. She's really annoying. I don't like this character at all. Yeah, see, like, just straight whiffed her. Gonna back up a little bit. I feel like I should have hit her because she was airborne. Not comfortable with grabs. Yeah, there's a chance the 1cc might die here, which, again, it's Rain. She's obnoxious. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to do the super version of that. Some decent chip damage there. Oh yeah, it's unsafe, isn't it? Guess I shouldn't be surprised about that. That is still in reach. Why is everything she do so safe? Got whiff punish. I'm not happy about that. I figured she was going to be annoying. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attempt one more time with this character, and then if that doesn't work, then I'm just going to switch over to the cheap stuff. Some enemies are obnoxious. What can you do? That's the worst. I saw no activation there. That's rude. And the fact that I have really low health doesn't help matters either. Yeah, the first low kick pushes her back super far, so therefore the second one doesn't reach her most of the time. Should have blocked that. I knew that was gonna beat her. That's so crazy. Like, I didn't even see a hitbox there. Damn, I already feel kind of embarrassed. And to think, she only gets to do this stuff because of a broken hitbox, but, you know. Not that I haven't beaten this character before, it's just that, God, you really need a lot of cooperation sometimes. And she was just playing it safe the entire time, and that doesn't bode well for me most of the time. God, I couldn't even get in to punish that. Too much pushback. That should have punished that. That was late. Whoop. Yeah, that's on me. I ran into that. Oh yeah, great haste is nice when I'm not getting hit. Basically turns any button into an infinite. Nice grab. So fast to be able to beat out. Yeah, that's what before. This fight's doing well in this fight is just all about iframes abuse, which is why supers are so good. Crouch A is just a really good poke. Like, I'd rather use that than crouch kick for sure. There we go. She did something unsafe and I got to beat her for it. Also, sidesteps as a reaction to grab attempts. Input reads. I don't understand what's up with that parry. I choose to not contend with this. It's gonna be over soon anyway. She was jumping just out of range, the worst. Also love how she got to do that and it evaded whatever my jump attack was and extend a hitbox. That was cheap. Alright, so we're through that. I wish it had worked out the first time, but not really much else for me to say about it. Just play the wrestler from here. And of course everybody else from here is like, I can actually do really lame stuff to them. So Hayato is essentially the Ryu of the game. He's just the main character. And if you're making a Star Wars comparison, he is the Luke Skywalker of the game. Has a dark variant. It's in this game. His name is Black Hayato. His hair turns blue, and he gains like an eye patch and full gray bodysuit. And I guess it's their vision of what it'd be like if Luke ever went Sith. This is obnoxious. This is highly aggressive. I'm not used to this. And iframes too. There we go. I should finish him. Not quite. There we go. That was unsafe as hell. That's not the one I wanted to do. I wanted to do the, definitely wanted to do the pillar. Rude. The other thing to mention for this series, this game also has what's called plasma combos, which are just unique strings to each character. And they were a bit more fleshed out in the first game, because each character had a sequence that led to like a 6th hit, which just did ridiculous damage. But you know, that shouldn't hit because they're really slow. Oh well. Okay, at stage 5 we have what's I guess considered our lore battle. Gentetsu is essentially the clone of a character in the game named Gamoff, who is like the Chewbacca knockoff. Very much looks like a Wookiee. Except more gorilla than Wookiee, I guess. Really? He backdashed away from that. That was impressive. That's a command grab. Not getting hit by that. Jump that. Whoa. Say that should hit. I love the plasma strike finishes. Just so crazy to watch. Just world record, forehead. Oh, boo. That nuke is hilarious too. It does like no damage on block, but on hit it's insane. It's just funny that he just happens to have a nuke just lying around and be like, catch. Yeah, that's when it hurts, when you get setups like that into it. I don't know about it. Looks like an instant command grab. I wasn't beating that. Yeah, there's some decent stuff. There's also the Street Fighter EX series, which definitely has its fans. I think the first two were both good. The third one, It was a PlayStation 2 exclusive, and it was just missing out on a lot of things, I think. There we go. Now I can get some flow back. I have 2 bars. There's no excuse for me losing this. That hurt. No. First one didn't have hit stun. Jesus Lord. The defense is real. That has a second hit. Don't care. That should ship out, I think. Yeah, just barely. Trying to think of some others. There was a Street Fighter EX, there's Star Gladiator, there's Rival Schools. And I'm sure there's at least one that I'm missing, but those are the ones that stand out. The only issue I really have with those games, in terms of hardware, is that they were like the only type of games that were on that hardware specifically. So like on the ZN1, ZN2, you really didn't have that many other games that were available through that. That was unfortunate. Not really sure who Shaker's supposed to be a Star Wars mimic of. He copies a character who was in the first game named Blood, who did make his return in this game. But I don't quite understand the difference between the two. All I know is he just has a big claymore and he gets to use it. Punish that. I think Power Stone was Naomi, actually. Just like Project Justice. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yeah, Time Stop seems really good. You just get to hit him until the timer runs out. That seems okay. Can't get interrupted. Do that because he can't interrupt it. Nice interrupt. That much is true. Even like late ports like Resident Evil 2 are ridiculously expensive on Dreamcast. That's how it be. Oh yeah. For some reason I thought I could slide into that. Luca, I believe, is credited as a clone of the... There's a character in the first game called Gore, who's this really cool-looking alien, and I was hoping we were going to fight him, but you never fight a character and their clone, so we won't be seeing Gore. Anti-air. I still love the style. I love, like, the short style. Oh, and this plasma strike move is ridiculous. Like, I'm really big now. I took a mushroom. Stop that. Oh, yeah. Only works if you get the two. Don't really care. Should do it. There we go. We only have 2 stages left. Maybe just 1. They might have actually cut the last stage since I took that death. Guess we'll find out. That was greedy. So Bilstein's our boss. Very Darth Vader inspired. You can see by that huge sword he has there. That was rude. Gotta stay away a little bit. Oh, that's not good. Blocks. Nice. Clutch that one out. All those canisters in the background just look so disturbing too. Got a baby, got dinosaurs. And there's actually some history with the dinosaur at least. One of the main characters in the game, whose name is June, spelled just like the month. Her father was kidnapped and enslaved by Bilstein and transformed to like a raptor, I think it was. He was only in the first game. He didn't make a return. That hurt like hell. I definitely didn't put super there. That's not good. Cancel a little bit too early. Anti-air. Stop doing that. Should do it. There we go. Alright, so... if you get up to this point, you haven't used to continue, and you have like a certain number of super attack wins, you do get an extra fight, and I don't recall if it happens here, but I guess we'll find out here. He's either my final boss or he's not. Okay, so he is. So we fight him anyway. Character named Rayon. He is Byaku's clone. He's not that difficult, because he's gonna do the same nonsense we're gonna do, but we just do it better. He does, however, have a really annoying block ball that I really don't enjoy having to contend with. Oh, goodness. Still hit him. I didn't hit him from that at all. Didn't think he'd just keep going back. I thought for sure he'd come in. No big deal. Finished. Size him up. Where you going? Block ball, as I said. That was weird. I had a lot of buffered inputs there. Looks like Blanca Ball, that nonsense is safe on block, but not on whiff, as we just demonstrated. The final hit on Rayon here is going to be time. Where are you going? The second hit got blocked. Okay. There we go. And that, as they say, is Plasma Sword. So we beat him. Rayon's pissed. Byako says literally nothing, except he just stands on top of this rock formation and basically looks like boss incarnate. This character's just so neat. He's basically a ninja as a tiger. Like, who wouldn't want to play a character like this? I also like the screen you access for being able to enter your initials. I think we're gonna get to that. Yeah. Very Soul Calibur inspired, although I don't recall which game came first. Put in my fake initials here. Flip it out, and there we go. All right, fun stuff. Hope y'all enjoyed as much. Looks like that's gonna be it for me for this weekend. Very happy for those of you who enjoyed it, and if you didn't, well, we've got plenty more coming up here right after this. We've got a couple more runs to finish out. We've got the Xeno Crisis and Shadow Dancer, sorry, reverse order. Shadow Dancer, then Xeno Crisis, then Golden Axe 2, all being run by No Diggity, and then the finale of the Sonic 1 race done by the entire Sega crew. So, in which case, Diggity, just let me know when you're ready to go, and I can hand off the baton. This game just has such cool,
1 year has passed,
like, presentation. Like, it's just so neat.
A new level of peace and harmony has spread throughout the world. However, that battle was only a prelude. Now, the war begins.
Ah, Shane already beat me to it. Alright, looks like he's ready. Alright, we got 4 games left. Y'all enjoy, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care and have a great rest of your week.